This is actually a perfect video. When entitled Karens get arrested at work. Me personally, I don't know too many Karens. Don't care to know any. And hopefully I don't. Let's see them get arrested though.
Karens are one of the most infuriating types of people, thinking they're above the law and believing everyone should follow their rules. But what happens when Karens abuse their powers as a worker and get arrested on the job?
Alright, go ahead and put your hands in front of you with your thumbs facing up, please.
Is this gonna go like on the news?
Chances are it will, Jennifer.
From
He
refusing to
called her
leave work
Jennifer.
drunk to stealing from the
You know
cash
for a fact he just called her Jennifer. It's over for her.
register. These are times when entitled Karens get arrested at
Wait,
work.
hold on a minute. Oh, never mind. I thought that was a dude. He like Kelly Oubre. Oh, that's a female? My fault. All right.
Starting with arguably one of the most shocking.
No, this isn't resisting.
This is resisting.
This is not
Stop resisting.
Most people can't wait to get off work for a day, but these cops are about to
Agreed.
meet a woman who's insistent on staying put even after she's been fired. On the 20th of February, 2023,
See? That's her problem. I get fired. All right, bro. Appreciate it, man. I'll catch you later, though. I'm out.
two
But
officers
you didn't give me my check, though. We good.
received a call regarding a heavily intoxicated employee at a car dealership. She had arrived at work that day on time, totally sober, but as the day wore on, employees and customers noticed she was getting more and more drunk. After confirmation, the company fired her. Unfortunately, though, things weren't going to be that easy, and she was refusing to leave.
Why? Such a dumb reason. People get arrested for the dumbest reasons. Just leave. It's that simple.
Employees downstairs heard the person that was on the phone. You need to stop drinking.
That's the dumbest reason to ever get arrested for, because you wouldn't want to leave.
And she's refusing to leave.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Hi.
You doing okay?
Yeah, hi. What's your name?
I am Officer Cafroni from Police.
Hi, how may I help you?
No, how may I help you? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just trying to figure this out.
Do you have any idea why I'm here?
No clue. Just,
Would you like to know what I'm here for?
that's your problem.
Well, I know what I'm here for. That might be your problem, actually. That might be a business of yours.
I'm also in law school if you want to take down my lawyer's information.
Well, I don't want to talk to you just yet. You just ignore me.
Okay,
So she was
I want
administrator
your first
type of
and
thing?
last name with my...
Yeah, that's her desk.
It's immediately obvious how drunk this girl really is, and she's also instantly appearing avoidant and combative. The owner had already asked her to leave multiple times at this point, but every time she just ignored the commands and continued to work. And as the cops continue to question her, she only becomes more delusional.
You obviously are professional.
I mean, so
Dumbest
it's my
reason to get
understanding that
arrested, I'm
terminated
telling
your
you.
employment here at the Chevrolet?
Well, what's confirmed is that I need to have someone pick me up.
You guys officially asked her to leave the property?
Yes, we did. Her mom was on the phone after I
Yeah,
called
my
her
mom
to
said that she
leave.
was on the way.
Her mom said she's not coming to pick her
Let her
up.
No,
ask her to leave
no,
the property.
let me put my mom on speaker.
You need to leave the
Hell,
dealership.
parent.
By refusing to leave, she's
Actually, I'm
only
gonna lie. She got drunk. That's her. She needs to take accountability. My apologies. W. Parenton.
making things worse for herself. Her employer has every right to call the police as she's now trespassing on the property. If she doesn't leave, she could start to rack up a serious number of charges, but she seems to believe she knows better than the law.
Okay, so I asked my mom to come on the way.
Your mother told me she's not picking you up.
So what's my mom's name?
I don't know. She was on the phone.
We're telling you
What?
need to leave. You're gonna be
So
trespassed.
I can't call my mom and ask her.
You
to
don't.
pick
They
me
don't
up?
want you to use their phones, okay?
So I can't ask my mom to come pick me up.
You can use your phone.
At one point in time, I guess, yeah, use your phone. That's obviously logic. But I will say this: there is certain situations where sometimes, like, people tell you to do something, and they're being hard-headed about it. And instead of making your situation easier and just confine it into what you want, you hold your own ego and make your own situation harder. She wants to leave, you won't let her use the phone to leave, so she's not going to leave. In certain situations, you just let her use the phone. I'm not saying this particularly, I'm just saying in general. Sometimes, just let them do their stupidness and then get them out of your hair, make your life easier. You know what I mean?
Fine.
You have a phone?
Mommy, this is my mom.
The girl then calls her mother and talks to her in Spanish, explaining the whole situation. But before she has a chance to hang up, the cops decide they're done with her games and decide to move in to arrest her. However, as you might expect, this Karen was about to do everything she could to make things as difficult as possible for them.
And don't
Okay,
ask
I've had
me
enough.
what
We're going. We're going outside.
Are
We're going
you
outside.
touching me?
Let's go outside. We've asked you to leave. Let's go.
Grab your purse.
We're going outside. Time to go outside.
I will pick myself up, but don't touch me.
Okay, let's go outside.
Okay,
We've
let me
asked you
grab
to
my
leave.
purse. Let me grab my
For a
purse,
drunk
but do not
person,
touch
she
me.
kind of has
Outside.
a kind of a good head, though.
Like
to leave. It's
I
time
don't
to go.
stop.
That's okay. All right.
Check out my mouth.
All right. Put your hands on your head. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Bro, stop. Stop.
Put your hands behind your back.
No, this isn't resisting.
This is resisting.
This is not
Stop
resisting.
resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm literally
Do it, do it.
innocent. I'm innocent.
This could have been super simple, and you could have just left. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Purse, my stuff. My purse. That's my purse. That's my phone.
So hard-headed.
I don't know what you were drinking, my dear. Pretty strong.
You know what, you guys? This whole company's gonna be sued. Come on, take me up, bitch. Take me up, bitch.
Well, you could have just left like.
I wanted to leave. Fuck this.
Stop moving around.
I don't give a fuck. What?
Stop
I'm
crying.
in school. I have a clean record.
Okay, but like we said, you could have just left.
You had a clean
I
record.
wanted to leave. I tried to leave. They wouldn't let me.
It didn't seem like that.
They wouldn't let me.
Other way.
Take this shit off of me before.
They're not coming off.
Her threats to sue the company are pretty baseless, especially as she was later charged with disturbing the peace, trespassing, and resisting arrest. But you don't have to be drunk to try and escape from the law, as this next suspect shows us, when she finds
V-Lone.
herself on the run with nowhere to hide.
You gotta back up. You gotta back up. You keep running up on me. You slammed a girl.
On July 12, 2022, a reckless driver began to cause chaos in the streets of New York, leading several people to call 911.
Of course it's New York.
The suspect's vehicle was soon spotted by the NYPD, and an officer decided to pull it over and question the owner before things got any more dangerous. But the officer wasn't prepared for what he would be faced with just minutes later.
I'm doing DoorDash. Yeah, I got my, what you call it, title and everything for the bike.
You need a license plate for it now, so you can order use it.
When do it, you can see on the DoorDash thing and everything. I can use the bike for DoorDash. I'm picking up a delivery right now.
You can't have this on the road.
This is out of context, but I'm be honest. If I'm at the crib, bro, where my DoorDash at, bro? I'm low-key tight. Bro, I'm not trying to hear none of that. Let her get my DoorDash, bro. I said it. We all was thinking it.
Yeah, it's a 49cc though.
Doesn't matter. If you're using it on the road, you have to have it registered to New York State. Do you have any paperwork for it at all?
Yes, I do. I can show you right now.
I can see your license.
In New York, reckless drivers can come with a punishment of 30 days in jail, but that's only if it's your first offense. If you've been caught out before, then you could spend even longer behind bars. But it appears reckless driving isn't the only problem here, as the bike the driver is using for her delivery job has no license plates. There are many ways the driver could have dealt with this situation, but in classic Karen fashion, she started to argue with the cops and seemed determined to finish her deliveries.
I don't understand. I'm doing Uber Eats. I'm doing a job. She has a license.
You were driving this.
Yeah, but I drive it too.
Yeah, but she was driving.
I'm about to show you my title to the bike, sir. I'm just trying to.
I understand, man. But
I
you
don't
need to have a
understand. I'm
license.
doing a job.
Clearly, the driver wants to get back to work, but the problem is, if she's driving without a
Yo,
license,
that's getting
she
cold.
could
I'm
be facing
tight.
a further 15 days in
But where
jail.
my McDonald's at?
She needs to prove that she has a license to drive, but instead, she makes a crazy decision that would land her in a lot of trouble.
Main question is, there's no driver.
She didn't even do it fast though. Why'd you try to run with the bike? You should have hopped on it. That fit kind of clean though. V-Lone with the ones.
It's frankly hilarious that this entitled woman was trying to claim that she wasn't resisting arrest while simultaneously running with her bike, writhing on the ground, and pushing away from the officers. She's already gotten herself into a terrible position, but she could mitigate the damages by just producing her license now. But instead, she chose to play it the hard way.
Yo, sister, loosen up. Loosen up. Sister,
And it's not long before bystanders try to get involved, making an already tense situation even worse.
I'm gonna back up. Don't touch me. You scared too? I'm scared. Yeah, you scared too. You gotta back up. You gotta back up. You gotta back up. You keep running up on me. I'm not running up on you. Keep recording me. You don't need to. He slammed a girl for no reason. He slammed on the floor. You're not from
He could have restrained her without having to do all that. I ain't gonna lie. But at the same time, that's the method he chose to use. She ran. If she hadn't ran, it wouldn't have been a problem. But I mean, who knows, bro?
here, you're raised in a white neighborhood, and you scared of black people.
This bystander is making some pretty bold claims, but the suspect was trying to escape, and police in New York are authorized to use physical force when they need to arrest someone, prevent escape, or defend a person or property from harm. Tensions were high regarding cops in New York around the time of this arrest, so it adds an extra level of stress for the arresting officer.
Touch me, I'ma sleep you. I'm not her.
You antagonizing females. Don't worry about
Bro,
it.
drinking.
Because my uncle's a cop. You told him I'm doing Uber Eats.
Then provide the paperwork, not run. It's not a run for no reason.
Fit is clean. V-Lone with the orange ones. It's clean fit.
He telling me I need a license. I don't have a license for the bike. Plus I'm not run.
You're resisting. You're upset.
I didn't arrested her.
She has just admitted to not having a license for this vehicle, but suggesting all she could do was run is definitely the wrong move. Although the outcome of this case is unknown, this driver could be facing a hefty fine and even prison time for driving without a license and resisting arrest. Lying to a police officer is never a good thing, but gets even worse when you're supposed to be the responsible one, just like this elementary school teacher who's about to find out that lying to the cops comes with some serious consequences.
From a legal standpoint, I'm going to go ahead and make the arrest.
So you're going to arrest her and take her from here?
Again, there's two ways now. You can view an arrest as she goes to jail, or I could cite and release on her own recognizance, provided she's got somebody that's sober that can come and take possession of her.
In just a couple of weeks, there were multiple incidents of drunk teachers getting out of control in the classroom in Oklahoma. One of
Don't
those
drink.
cases was when a teacher named Jennifer showed up to her class in September 2023. Before the first bell even rang, her colleagues knew something was wrong and they could smell the problem a mile off.
How you doing from there?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, it's almost the end of the week. So what's going on today?
They said they had reports where I was drinking at school, which is
How could you even bring an alcoholic beverage in school and feel comfortable as a teacher?
Last time you had anything to drink?
last night.
How much did you drink?
Just a glass of wine, nothing major.
All right. Well, would you be willing to submit to some tests?
Yeah.
All right. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to check you for HDM. Okay, this is what we call standardized field sobriety test.
The standard field sobriety test is the go-to method for police, and although it's not always accurate, it can help police determine if a suspect is under the influence. Normally, we see these tests performed at traffic stops, but this teacher is about to get tested in her own school.
Okay. All right. Can you see that right there? Mm-hmm. Okay. I want you to follow this with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't move your head. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's track on that.
Okay, look like she passing right now.
Your head as straight as you can. Okay.
Oh no, her head turning a little bit.
All right. This is what we call our portable breathalyzer machine.
Depending on what type of breathalyzer machine the Oklahoma police use, the test can be accurate to within 0.01%. So lying about how much you've drank before you take one is not a smart move.
Yes.
You don't have to take the test, but this again would be your opportunity to prove this.
Sure.
Okay. You willing to take that test?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't had anything today.
Well, if people have had a really good one on the night before, it can carry over into the next day. But if you had one glass of wine last night and you didn't have anything else after that, one glass of wine isn't going to carry over into the next day.
No, I mean, I went to sleep.
Okay, what's going to happen is when this thing tells me it's time to blow.
She lying, knowing good and well she gonna have to blow in that
as hard as you
machine.
can until I tell you to stop. Big deep breath, blow. Hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good.
I don't even know what that is. That.
You are just under the legal limit. So if you were to be out driving right now, you would be charged with DWI, driving while intoxicated.
Even so, Jennifer decides to maintain her innocence.
Had anything to drink today.
Okay.
But I'm under the legal limit, right?
So under the legal limit just means that you're under the legal limit. It shows that there's alcohol in your system, so you are still technically intoxicated. Like if you were to be out driving right now, you could still be charged for DWI. Not DUI, but DWI.
Oklahoma has a zero-tolerance policy for drunk drivers, and even being slightly under the limit can land you in trouble. Although this isn't a traffic stop, it should be clear enough indication that Jennifer should not be at work, let alone in a classroom full of kids. But Jennifer still says she hasn't had a drink at work, and in typical Karen style, she demands to know who accused her.
It makes me mad for somebody to say that I had stuff here. I've never, and I know it's a small town.
Yeah, like Major Mallinson was saying that we're not privy to that information. We just get a
So
call.
how did she get
and come
arrested
do
right
it,
here?
you
What
know
did she
I
do
mean?
to get arrested? Because it seems like it's not going too bad right now.
The thing we'll have to do there, just to speak the school language here for a second with you, is just she's not going to come back. If she's not willing to give me a letter of resignation.
And that's something you'll work out between with her. But from a legal standpoint, I'm going to go ahead and make the arrest.
The school is trying to make this as painless as possible by giving Jennifer the opportunity to resign. If she doesn't, she could be fired, which would not only create an embarrassing situation, it could affect her chances of getting another teacher's job elsewhere.
I have not had any, that's what I'm saying. I haven't had anything today.
Okay, well, again, I don't know your drinking habits. If somebody drinks a lot, and if they run with a normal VAC of, say, about a .06 or 0.8, that's what feels normal to them. Okay, from a legal standpoint, you're still intoxicated. When I checked your eyes for horizontal gaze nystagmus, you had every clue. You had the lack of equal pursuit, you had the onset of nystagmus prior to 45 degrees, and you had nystagmus at max deviation. If I had pulled you over, I'm going to be honest with you, you'd have been arrested for driving under the influence. No, today you're going to be arrested for public intoxication.
I would just like to know who reported, and I did not drink today.
Well, I'm going to tell you from a legal standpoint, when people call in and report a crime, of any crime, we're not in the business of telling people who made the report.
Okay, nice.
There's reasons behind that.
I understand that.
If you think things couldn't get any worse for
How did
Jennifer,
this go
think
left?
again. As it turns out, her own child is a pupil at this very school.
In terms of your employment here, Jennifer, we can't move forward with you being a teacher here any longer.
Okay, I would like to resign.
Can I not be handcuffed out, please?
The police department operates under policies and procedures, and I can't treat you any more different than anybody else, or we're setting ourselves up for liability.
My child is in the 3rd grade hole.
Where's the classroom window at? It doesn't face out to this parking lot right here?
I don't
know.
know.
Okay, we'll be okay then. Your ID be in here?
Yeah, I can get it.
I'll get it for you. Once you're in custody, we have to search all belongings, okay?
But even in the face of her arrest, her fellow teachers allow her some dignity and promise to handle the situation as delicately as possible. A noble decision
students be
is
going crazy when you get arrested. Oh, look at. Hey, did you hear about Mrs. What's her name? She got arrested in first. Whole school gonna be knowing. So I kind of feel her on that. I ain't gonna lie.
especially when you consider that she could have been endangering the lives of dozens of children.
All right, go ahead and put your hands in front of you with your thumbs facing up, please.
Is this going to go like on the news?
Chances are it will, Jennifer. I don't have control over what they put on the news, but there's a good chance that news reporters will probably show up. I will be as discreet as I can in terms of how I handle it.
Could we, please, I've never been in trouble in my life.
And hopefully this will be the last time too.
Dang,
But
I mean, I
despite
kinda
the
like her.
teachers swearing they'd handle things as discreetly
she handled
as
that pretty
possible,
well.
the case did make the news, which is at least another step to making sure our kids.
I would not call her a Karen at all. How was she a Karen and at what point?
Are never put in the care of dangerous people like this. Karens are.
That was a great video though. But I wouldn't call her a Karen. She was very respectful and understanding, and she even tried her best to do everything and cooperate. I liked her. She was the best one easily.